Good evening, folks. We're going to get underway in just a second here. Looks like the ad break is wrapped up. Ooh, excuse me. Hey, Blue Slimes, how's it going, man? What have you been up to? Ooh, we're getting some... Oh, that's exciting. We got FPS lag in OBS. That's encouraging. Okay. Alright, we are going to be in Elden Ring momentarily. You gonna play nice? Yeah. Oh, we have loaded up into the wrong save file. Loaded into my test file. That's fun. That's okay. We will momentarily back out of this one. No. I'm gonna quit to desktop. That's nonsense. I am doing all right. I've had a pretty busy day here so far, and I am about to start what I expect is going to be the most difficult boss in the game for me. This boss is traditionally the most difficult boss for me during a regular playthrough. I struggle more with this boss than I do with Millennia, and I don't really have a sense for just how much it's going to take from me in Rune Level 1. We could be here for really quite some time. I truly have no basis for comparison with anything at this point. I did a tiny little bit of off-stream practice, and it was pretty grim, but I didn't want to get too into that. You know, I've got everything happens on stream here. I don't really want to do too much off a stream. My only rule really is I won't like farm for mats for stuff on stream, because that's just boring. Oh, I lived. Exciting. But this boss has a lot of health, is very aggressive, is very fast, has very few openings, and I foresee this being a quite long, quite difficult fight. Also, unlike most fights where there have been distinct phases that have been quite difficult, in this case, the boss is completely different in Phase 2, has virtually no attacks in common. You contrast that with something like the Fire Giant. Well, the Fire Giant, Phase 2 starts, and he actually does still do a good number of similar things. Like, you have to learn how to dodge the fireballs and whatnot. But the boss, basically looks the same. You get used to his movements, and it's all fine. With this boss, though, oh man, it's a big switchover. Oh, I'm pretty glad I can survive that attack, because I get tagged by it quite a lot. Oh god. So I hope everyone enjoys it, because we're gonna be here a long ass time. Oh shit. We're gonna be here a long ass time, folks. A long ass time. Other than that, we've had a pretty, I don't know, what is the word I'm looking for? Pretty sedate couple of days after the triple event on Monday night. We killed Fortisax at long last. And we also killed, we killed Astel in 3 pulls. I wasn't expecting that. And we killed the Regal Ancestor Spirit in, I think, also 3 pulls. Wasn't expecting that either. I was actually kind of worried that the Ancestor Spirit might give me some trouble, but it turns out to have been, not really all that serious of an issue. Oh, God. I will say, though, that boss did heal up nearly to full, I think, 3 or 4 times in the successful pull. So, took a properly long time to beat that boss. I should double check my tier. What do I have in my physics? Strength and stances. The strength probably doesn't matter. Charged attacks probably doesn't matter. Bro, where are you? What do you mean, where am I? Oh, I am not on screen. Oh my goodness, that's the first time I've done that one. Okay. Let's get me on screen here. Who stole the paint? Yeah, indeed. There I am. There I am. Alright, back in business here. That kind of thing a couple of weeks ago never would have got by me because I am such a bad boy. I have been playing the game looking in OBS, which is not advisable because there's a short delay. But I've been trying very, very hard to not allow myself to slip into that old bad habit. So thank you for pointing that out, Blue. As far as strategies for this boss, this one is... I'm trying the... Oh, God. Well, I was trying. We're going to try Great Stars for a little while. This is a boss where the range of your weapon is not really going to matter all that much because it's so aggressive. You won't really have many moments where you are not going to be close to it. We will see how this turns out. The big thing here is that the boss is not necessarily weak to striking damage, which the hammer does. Despite being covered in spikes, it does striking damage and not piercing. The boss is weak to slashing damage. But the boss can bleed, and the boss is susceptible to frost. I forgot to flask. Oh my god. So the game plan here is just hit him as hard as I can and try to play aggressive so that we can get some staggers. Phase 2 is going to be a nightmare. I mean, Phase 1 is difficult, don't get me wrong. Phase 2 is going to be awful. Gonna lurk. Oh, thank you for coming by, man. I really appreciate... Oh, shit. Really appreciate it. I will do my best. You have yourself a very good sleep. But in terms of quality, I do think this is a good boss. I know a lot of people don't like this boss or feel that there is something wrong with it, in part because the boss is so aggressive. It can feel like there's no openings. Gosh, sorry. I'm gonna mute for a second while I really try to clear my throat here. Alright, there we go. And I don't think this is a fair criticism. Now, it is true that this boss does not have many openings, and you really have to know the timings to capitalize on them. But they are there. And I've beaten this boss with a giant crusher before. But, you know, I've certainly never done this boss with so little health. Certainly never hitless. And, you know, his ability to put out a lot of little hits is distracting and adds up to a lot of damage when you have a lot of health. But what that is going to mean here is that I've got to play perfectly if I want to survive this fight. The other big strategic question here, of course, is do I get the bubble tier? And I may end up going for the bubble with this fight because I think it is going to be useful. Because, God, I really can't express how much fear I have that we're going to be here for, you know, 4 or 5 streams at least. Yeah. I will say, though, you know, as tricky as his timings are to learn, he does not have that many combos in Phase 1. So, with some real pointed focus on learning his patterns and recognizing the startup and transition into other combos, I really think we'll be fine. But it's not going to be an easy task by any stretch. Phase 2 is an interesting one in that I generally find his attacks in Phase 2 are easier to dodge, but his attacks in Phase 2 are generally, like, it's very easy to get overwhelmed by Phase 2 because his attacks are very flashy and he moves around a lot. So although it's easy to dodge, it's not always easy to have the right spacing. It's similarly very easy to end up out of position and unable to capitalize on his openings. And that's just from my existing experience and my very little sort of off-screen testing yesterday. Mind you, I did have a migraine while I was testing it yesterday, so might not be the best judge there. Gosh, I'm sorry, I do not know what has caught in my throat. This is dismal audio. Gosh. Oh, dear me. So, you know, it is a very difficult fight. In my opinion, every fight left in the game, other than perhaps Commander Neil, will get easier after this. I also don't really know how I'm going to deal with Commander Neil. That's another fight that is making me hyperventilate the more that I think about it. Because, oh man, that's a summon fight with a fairly difficult pair of summons. I mean, I've done Commander Neil while taking not very many hits, but that's at rune level 150. I don't think I've ever done Commander Neil taking no hits. But we'll see how it goes. I don't really have any predictions at this point, other than that I'm not going to use the Bewitching Branch strategy. I'm not going to use the Sleep strat. I don't even know if Sleep strat still works on Commander Neil. Sorry, I'm going to clear my throat again. God. So yeah, we will see about that. And then after Commander Neil, well, I mean, we got to do the Consecrated Snowfield. That's going to be an absolute ball ache, but worse things have happened. And then, yeah, I don't think getting to Halig Tree is going to be that bad, because pretty much any hit in the Halig Tree will kill you as it is, because it'll just knock you off the branch. So, it'll be annoying, but not, fatally so. Oh, yeah, point blank rock shotgun is going to kill me. I'm going to consider tonight a success if I can get maybe one pull into Phase 2. I've only been able to practice Phase 2 so far by coming in on a higher level playthrough and just forcing him into Phase 2 and then trying to practice dodging. I haven't actually put him into Phase 2 on the rune level 1 character yet. The best pull I got in testing was like 80% health, so only a tiny bit better than the one good pull I've already had. And then Millennia is an interesting one, because I already kind of did a challenge run of Millennia, like just for myself. But that was at rune level 150. That was just doing Phase 1 without getting hit. And I don't think it will be too difficult to do that again, but, the margin of error is just much more tight here, The thing about, like, trying to practice a hitless run at rune level 150 is even if you get tagged, you can still do almost the entire rest of the fight just as practice, without having to restart. Whereas I don't have that flexibility here. That attack he just did where he reaches into the ground and rips up. You really got to watch out behind you with that one, because it is possible for him to... Oh, gosh. It is possible for him to cause the fractures to loop around behind you. And the attack has two separate hurt phases. There's the one where the rocks burst on the ground, and then there's the one where the rocks fall back down after they land. I'm sorry, burst from the ground, fly up into the air, and then they hurt again when they come back down. So even if you escape the fissures behind you during the uprising phase, I guess, they can still come back down and hit you. So you just got to be mindful of your vertical positioning too, I guess, which is unusual in this game, in boss fights. Are there any boss fights where it really matters what, like, Z level you're on? I genuinely cannot think of any that really allow you that kind of gameplay. I mean, you kind of have to watch out for verticality and things like that on Fire Giant and Margit. Arguably, the boss fight where the terrain matters the most is Rykard, but it's kind of... I don't know, it's kind of cheating the category, because the terrain that matters in that case is just how close are you to Rykard. Other than that... oh shit. Yeah, Fire Giant and Margit, where if you're not careful about your positioning on the slopes, that can affect your attacks somewhat. Just not Not, I think, worth worrying about all that much, though, ultimately. Not worth it. Not worth it. But, as much as I am afraid of this fight, this is a challenge I've been looking forward to. This is one of the things that I am fairly sure, or I was fairly sure when I started, was going to be a big challenge for me. The Godskin duo was another one, and this one, I will genuinely feel accomplished beating this fight at rune level 1. Godskin duo is another very tricky one. So I know a lot of people, I believe including our mutual friend Rio, said that the Godskin duo was the fight that made them quit the game. Because it is a brutally difficult and very annoying fight. So, I do take some pride in having beaten that, as much as the actual pull in which I beat it was quite sloppy, let's put it that way. I could have done a much better job with that pull. It wasn't hitless. It wasn't hitless. I got through. They broke my bubble, for one, and I had 2 whiffed parries that I just about survived. I'm sorry. Something is terribly wrong here. I need to clear my throat again. Just one sec. I do not know what is wrong with my throat right now. Oh, I forgot to flask before I go in. As minor a point as it seems, you really want to flask before you go in through the wall with this guy, because every now and then he starts the fight by running right at you, and at that point you really want to give yourself a lot of time to react. Oh, darn. So, you flask before you go through the wall. Having said that, I do kind of wish that this fight had a statue near the boss door. This is the last fight I can think of that we have to do in this. No, that's a lie. Commander Neil is really far from the statue. Oh, that's going to be so bad. Oh, that's going to be so bad. I hadn't even thought about how far the fucking res point is from Commander Neil's fight. Oh, God. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Is it a bridge you have? No, it's an elevator you have to take. But all of the other major bosses left after this, Godfrey, Radagon, Millennia, they all have statues right outside their boss door. Whereas it's been... When was the last... I guess... Yeah, when was the last time I fought a boss that didn't require me to run fucking 100 miles in order to get resurrected? God. Because I guess the Regal Ancestor and Astel are pretty close. Yeah, Astel has a statue right outside, so that's not too bad. But Placidius Axe has an infamously really long run back. The Godskin duo has a long, annoying run back. Hey, cheerio, no worries, man. How are you doing tonight? How's your day been? Godskin duo, Placidius Axe, and Fortis Axe all had really long restart times, and Fortis Axe because of the incredibly slow animation you have to go through talking to Fia. I guess the last boss I fought on stream with a good, like, res timer, or restart timer, would have been Moog, I suppose. Oh, which was so long ago, too. God. 2 months ago, I was working on Moog. I'm exhausted. Long day due to bad snowstorm. Oh, shit. Yeah, I've seen quite a few. Admittedly, I haven't been looking at the continental weather reports, but I noticed informally my way of gathering weather reports is how many streamers are announcing that they might have to cancel stream because of the weather. It seems like there's a fair number of them. So I guess, yeah, you have one of those jobs where you kind of have to go in no matter what, huh? Unless they close the thing that you work at. I won't say that publicly. I'm gonna guess then that that wasn't in fact closed today. Oh, goodness gracious! Didn't think I would live through that. Ah, okay. So what we just saw here is going to be my saving grace with this boss, which is that as much as he is very fast, very aggressive, can damage me very quickly and has lots of rapid fire combos that are hard to dodge, he also has no stamina. Or I'm sorry, he has no posture. Which means that hypothetically, with a big bonk stick like this one, I should be able to stagger him at least twice in phase 1, if not more. So on top of bleed and frost procs, that should mean I really only have to do about 60% of his health bar in damage from regular hits. No, it was closed, but that means all kinds of chaos, like last-minute training. Oh, I see, okay. Is the weather still forecast to be pretty shit going forward? Oh, ooh, that was close. Okay. Oh. Okay. No, yeah. Just gonna readjust you. Oh, gosh. Oh, and also, I'm not sure if you... I said it the other day, but it might have been too late, but Ramadan Mubarak, man. How are you feeling with all the fasting? We'll be back to regular work tomorrow? Gosh. Alright. Guess you have to go to work with a snow shovel in that case. I remember there was a, when I was a small child, perhaps 5 or 6, we had like once in a generation snowstorm that was so much snow that like you couldn't drive anywhere, couldn't do anything. Everything was shut down, including grocery stores. Ah, okay. I will say, in my testing, I've discovered it is sometimes possible to fully charge a heavy attack if you dodge into the correct position with that long windup. But it's risky. I still haven't perfected the positioning. If I get that done tonight, that'll be a huge achievement. Good with fasting, you get used to it. Yeah, there's a streamer I follow who's fasting for Ramadan. His name is Peacefire Now, and he was talking about how the fasting is making him lightheaded and dizzy all the time. So heart goes out to you, if or for anyone who is who is burdened with the fasting. Ooh, okay. Oh no, more water. Oh. No. Ah, yeah. The rocks are a nightmare. If there is any attack that I wish he didn't do quite so much, it's that the back step into the rock fling that just absolutely fucks my shit up all the time. I mean, I don't know if it's a bad attack, but I do think it's, you know, some sort of timer on it would help. Vitamin water when you wake up helps a lot. Oh yeah, yeah. Get your body's required electrolytes and nutrients in you before the day starts, kind of thing. Also, I should forewarn you, Cheerios, there's something going on with my throat. I keep having to clear it, and I can feel like I'm going to need to clear my throat again here soon. But I've already had to do it like 10 times this stream. So something might be going on with me. If I'm getting sick, that's going to be unfortunate. I haven't had to cancel stream due to illness yet, but I don't feel sick. Other than that, I know that it's unusual for me to have to clear my throat this much. Whoa. Oh, I lived through that one somehow. Okay. I'm kind of shocked that there's still attacks this late in the game that I can live through. But my recollection is there is a mechanic in Elden Ring where an attack that would kill you can very occasionally reduce you to just one hit point instead. But not every attack can trigger it. If it would overkill you by a certain amount, then it can't trigger. But I guess those little attacks that are just there to chip away at you are small enough that the overkill isn't guaranteed to be lethal. Hey, Axe, how's it going, man? How are you doing? We are starting the boss I feared the most. This is the thing that has caused me to sweat thinking about rune level 1. Also, I gotta say, I may have to change the stream setup a little bit here, because his boss theme is so subtle and so quiet that it is almost like there's no music while fighting him. And as much as I'm happy to rumble on endlessly in the background here like a bored avalanche, I think it might make for a better viewing experience if there was at least some music. And you know what that would mean is I could torture all of you with my atrocious taste in music. Okay. Yeah. Malekith is going to be a really tough fight. I don't see a way that this fight ends up being less than like a 5 stream fight. Like it's going to take me as long as Placiduous Axe took me. I guarantee it. Yeah. In part, what's my favorite musician? I don't really know that I have one. My taste in music is pretty random and eclectic. Fucking goddamn it. I'm tempted to play something, but I don't want to get any copyright issues, so I won't. But I haven't had a Spotify subscription for quite some time. Mostly as weird as this is going to sound, I don't listen to music that much. I've just never been a music person. Yeah, I have nice headphones primarily just to listen to podcasts. What? What are you laughing at? I am sure I'm not the I'm sorry. Look, there's lots of shit going on with my day job. So I just haven't been working on that. I know I should. The other thing I should be doing, oh god, is I need to get a death counter up for this kind of thing. It's not so much that I need help. I can figure stuff out with tutorials usually. It's that I just don't have the time right now. Unfortunately, I've got, in my day job, 4 major projects going on. Oh, hey, would you look at that? Oh, and you frostbite him at the same... Okay. Well, I've now made my goal for the day. Oh, and you can hit him twice on top of that. How many times Cheerio died laughing? I mean, if Cheerio dies laughing every time I die screaming in this fight, I mean, then we're good. Oh, holy shit, we made it to phase 2 within the first hour. Okay. I'm going to let this scene play out for those of you watching. I'm going to clear my throat while we wait.
Oh, death. Become my blade once more.
You spent 900 points for... Alright, alright. Fair enough, fair enough. How's it going, Chubby? Also, the golden leaf is for when I win. I haven't earned that emote yet, but I think you have access to the one for when I lose. Okay, now we're about to see why I fear this fight so much. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, there you have it. Alright, so the way that I think this fight is going to go is that over the course of this and probably the next stream, I'm going to perfect a way to get quickly through phase 1. And what we learned right there, yes, there's the one, Chubby, thank you. What we're going to learn, what we learned on that pull is that if I can get 4 good, solid, quick hits on him, I can stagger him. And that will allow me to both bleed and frost him very quickly, which will take him almost to the threshold of phase 2 right away. So, however, I think ultimately there's going to be a lot of pulls where he just fucking straight up kills me right away in phase 1. Oh, come on, man. Why are you doing this? Nope, nothing behind me. Ah, yeah, you know, like that, right? However, my goal with this stream is get him to phase 2 once. Go into lurk so I can get some sleep. Good luck with this boss. Oh, thank you, Axe. I hope you get a good sleep. Here's encouragement. Oh, appreciate that, man. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, hey, thanks for the biddies, dude. Your generosity has entered into the historical record. Well, hope you had a good day, Axe. You're not too tired. Get some sleep. You've got a busy day of not getting killed by Malekith ahead of you tomorrow. Oh, fuck, I forgot to flask. Goddamn. Oh, are you going to get killed by Malekith tomorrow? Because if so, let me know. Ooh, okay. Ah, oh, fucking whiffed it. Your stream schedule is packed, isn't it? Okay. I'm so sorry. I have not looked. Oh, Chubby. No. You guys got to take care of yourselves first. 6 collabs and some solos. Good grief, man. Well, you've got that V Fauna Connect you got to work, don't you? All your co-workers in the new organization. Sorry, I'm keeping you when you're supposed to go to bed. Thank you, Chubby. I'm glad that someone is willing to ritualistically humiliate me at regular intervals. What else can I ask for? Oh my god, my throat. Oh. Oh, Jesus. I fear that these throat issues betoken a looming illness, and I don't want that. I don't want to be sick. Look, I'm a diligent little boy. I even still wear my mask out on public transit. Axe of Fury, your schedule has you collabing with everyone that's ever existed. Did you know, Cheerio? Axe asked me to collab too, and I said, we have to wait until after I hit affiliate. And I still haven't made time. I'm going to tell you, though, Axe, in about 3 weeks, my schedule is going to open up a lot. So I'll probably be able to catch up on some stuff then, and we can try to find a game that will be good for us to collab on. Do you play Dead by Daylight, Axe? I must ask. Oh, I can dodge into that. Okay, that's good news. You'd watch me play Dead by Daylight with Axe? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, we're almost at the threshold for a stagger. That's a good attack for you to do. There we are. Smack you once on top of that. Okay, good. Are we going to bleed you too? There's the bleed. Smack you again. There, okay. Now we're in phase 2. Oh no, why do I have to sneeze? Okay, sorry. We're going to let this play out because I have to sneeze. Alrighty, we're back. Are we? Are we back? Okay. Alright, skip this cinematic now that I don't have to sneeze. Okay. Yeah, so the thing that I'm worried about with Phase 2 is that Phase 2 has a lot of attacks that are actually, I think, not that bad to dodge. Some big, flashy, scary-looking shit that is there to make you panic, but isn't actually that bad. And then there are 2 attacks, and that was one of them, that I have genuinely never figured out how to dodge. So, I fear that the eventual outcome of this is basically just an RNG grind, where I will perfect my entrance into Phase 2, and then I will eventually conquer Phase 2 only when I manage to get a pull where he doesn't do either of those attacks. Or I get lucky. Off-stream testing yesterday, I tried to figure out on my rune level 150 character if there were, like, ways to dodge some of those attacks, and I wasn't doing it with any regularity. Okay. Nope. Rocks come down, too. Oh. Okay. Nope. Yeah, there's not... The problem for me with collabs is that I don't really play any multiplayer games, you know. I'm kind of an alienated lad. I prefer my extremely difficult single-player games. Thank you, Chubby. Thank you. It heartens me to know that there are people like you out there who are willing to sit and wait for me to experience injury and add insult to it with some regularity and reliability. I mean, it's what I deserve. Anytime, man. Yeah, of course. What was I oh, fuck. As soon as I saw that "you died" emote, my brain immediately turned all the way off, and I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, I like that you can see his tongue when his head phases out there. Yes, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Does anyone remember what I was saying? Or has streamer brain really and truly destroyed me? Oh, something about RNG? Yeah. Well, oh no, multiplayer games. Yeah, I'm a bit of an alienated lad. I tend to only play difficult single-player games. So, I'm thinking in the last little while, like, the only multiplayer game I'm to actually lurk... Well, hey, thanks, Axe. Appreciate it. You have yourself a good rest. Did you answer about Dead by Daylight? I'm sorry, my brain is completely fried. Yes, have a good night, man. Sorry, I'm keeping you late again. Fuck, I'm about to die. I don't know that the one that I'm about to have could be called good. I'm gonna have one of the streams of all time with this guy. Will it be good? I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Chubby. Thank you. Yeah, I have been watching a Dead by Daylight streamer by the name of Killian Music recently, and that has got me into trying the game out. I do fancy myself a spooky lad as well. I quite like horror movies. Oh, damn it. Flask before you go in the room. Okay, good. Ah, yes. A little too greedy on that one. I'm beginning to think I may be coming down with something because I've had to sneeze and there's something going on with my throat. Well, that might explain why I've felt so tired all day. Yes, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. It's good to have people who are recording what you've done, even if everything you've done is get smashed into a half-naked paste on the ground by... I forgot to flask again before I went in the room. By a very, very large wolf man. Oh, god damn it. I guess sometimes he doesn't smash me flat. Sometimes he just reaches out and cuts me straight in half. If my... Yes, perfect. Thank you, Chubby. I fear this is going to become something of a refrain for the remainder of stream, and hopefully, well, potentially for some streams yet. But as much as I think this boss is going to really challenge me, I do still think it's a good boss. It is definitely the boss that has grown on me the most. I absolutely hated fighting this guy when I started. The very first time I played through Elden Ring, I was doing this fucking janky ass... Aw, damn it. Hope you get plenty of rest if you're getting sick, though. Yeah, I will be able to rest after tomorrow. It's just today, yesterday, and Monday. And honestly, even Sunday, too, were all just very busy days with work stuff. And although some of it has cooled off, not all of it. Not all of it, by any stretch. But soon. But soon. This is the first Friday coming in a little while where I haven't had more than 2 or so hours worth of meetings. So that'll be nice. Plus, they'll be done in the early afternoon, so I can actually, get home early and catch my breath before stream. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I gotta run here. That actually didn't work out half bad. Aw, damn. I know that big, sweeping, arcing charge that he does is one of his longest windows, and I think it's the only window in the entire fight that you have to wind up a fully charged R2. I'm just not quite in position to do it. Yeah, so the first time I went through this fight, I was on a really janky strength intelligence build. And this was during, like, the very first builds of Elden Ring that were released. So I was doing this, like, I don't know, a week to 10 days after the game came out. I'd skipped the Hoarfrost Stomp meta, and I was using the Dark Moon Greatsword, which I understand has been buffed quite considerably since these early days, and as well it should be, because that sword, and its ability in particular, really fucking sucked at release. It took forever to apply the charge, and then the attacks did nothing. So I suspect I would have a better time of it now. Oh, darn it. Lurking but listening. Alrighty, brother. Thank you very much for the lurk. I think probably you're going to be seeing a lot of the same sort of thing for the rest of stream. I don't know, man. What a fucking miracle it would be if I killed him tonight. If I actually put this guy down tonight, I legitimately... Yep, thank you, yes. You could probably set a timer to post that emote approximately every 3.5 minutes, and it would be exactly on point to what's happening on stream. Alrighty. Whoop. Oh, I'm gonna die. Holy shit, he missed. Okay. I'll take it. I haven't done the math yet, because I am lazy, but I would bet that... Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So 2 jump attacks and a light attack is enough to stagger him. Aw, shit. I think I only needed 1 more hit to put him into phase 2. Ah, well. Oh. Why, thank you, Stream Elements, for pointing out there is a Discord. Okay, let me just double check something here. Okay. Back to the game. Yeah, I was pretty happy with Monday. We had a visit from a couple streamers who I like. Orphea Cross and Penguin Home were there. And we managed to... Oh, I forgot to put my flask on. Managed to kill Fortisax after about an hour and a half. And then he took a bit of time to get through the Lake of Rot, which ended up being not quite as awful as I anticipated it would be. Still pretty bad, but not as bad as I thought. Oh, I guess I probably shouldn't fight him near the edge, because it is possible, but it's very rare for this guy to fall off the edge. And I really don't want to beat... I don't want to beat any boss that way in this game. That's also why I didn't fight Fortisax near the waterfall edge in her arena. So I've heard, never seen, but I've heard reported that she can fall off the edge on a charge attack if you're standing near there. So I guess I will not fight Malekith near the entry door. Although, as you'll see in Phase 2, there is pretty much no way to control where this guy stands at that point. He's just gonna do and go whatever, do what he wants and go where he pleases. Okay. Oh. How did I survive that? Golly. I'm not doing too bad here. Ooh, there we go. Azure, how's it going? How are you? How's Shot? We are trying the boss that I am worried the most about. I'll let you watch the cinematic here since you've just joined up. Or I can't remember. Do you know this game quite well?
blade once more.
I'm sorry, but this is my favorite emote because it sums me up. Hey, Cheerio, do you know how many times I've died and no one has used the emote? That's fine. We've got a debt to make up. I am owed so much ritual humiliation by this chat. So yeah, for context here, Azure, this is the boss that I fear the most in this playthrough. It took me 5 streams to kill the Godskin Duo. It took me 5 streams to kill Placidusax. It took me 4 streams to kill Fortisax. This one I anticipate is going to be a 5 streamer. Yeah, chat is look, I love you all, but chat is kind of failing in its duty to humiliate me. Whoa, okay. See. The problem with this boss is that his phase 2 has 2 distinct attacks that both come out pretty quickly and affect an area and kill me instantly, and I have no earthly idea how to dodge them. So I would rather not have to pull the bubble out that would allow me to survive 1 hit. But I will if I need to. But I'm not 100% persuaded yet that I need to. There's got to be a way to dodge it. And we're dealing with his opening combo 90% of the time involves one of them. God is good. He was working on his emotes. I helped make a lurk one. Oh, okay. Well, good luck to him. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Yeah, I still need to commission my emotes. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna die. Can't believe I didn't die there. That's incredible. Oh, you're getting tricksy, brother. Okay. And this guy is getting tired of my shit. He is dodging everything. Come on. Wow. Never seen the boss whiff an attack before. Someone else doing spacing techniques. Working on his emotes. I helped make a lurk one. Yeah, that's a good one. So cool to see what options come up when someone reaches affiliate. Yeah. I didn't realize that you could come up with special emotes, or sorry, not emotes, special badges for people based on how many bits that they've used. It's like a whole other layer of stuff to watch out for. One of the things that I've been agonizing over is, like, how much do I want Elden Ring to be, I guess, in my channel branding? Like, right now, my sub badges are all leaves, which is about as much as I have... is about as much as I have made space for Elden Ring references, but I don't know if that will be forever. Alrighty, so we got the ad break is coming up in 2.5 minutes here, and I don't think that is enough time for me to get a pull in, so I'm going to pop the ads early. But before we do that, I'm just going to send us over to the pause screen. Okay, I'm going to go grab some warm water, because my throat is acting up here. And the rest of you go stretch, get some food, get a drink yourselves if you need it. And I will see you all in about 3 minutes. Good luck. Oh, you have to sleep. All right. Good night, cheerio. Hope you have a good evening. Get some rest. Enjoy your vitamin water tomorrow morning, and I hope the snow is not too bad for you. Thanks for coming by, man. Always appreciate your company. Have yourself a good evening. Alrighty, folks, looks like the ad break is wrapped up here, so we're going to get right back into the game here momentarily. Alright, here we go. So, as noted, I suspect we'll be with this boss for quite some time, but I will say, I don't know if I am being risking hubris to say so. I am currently pretty happy with Phase 1. I didn't even really expect to be able to get through Phase 1 with any consistency tonight, but it seems like I've hit on a good pattern so far. Remains to be seen if it is as consistent as I would like. Unfortunately, you know, I still need to learn the exact positioning for dodging certain attacks. So that quick double slash, for example, depending on where you are relative to the boss, he might, the step back that he does before he starts that might put him fully out of range. Of course, he won't start the attack if you are far enough out of range that it wouldn't ever hit you. So there are, however, sweet spots. I believe that if you're sort of closer to his left foot, I'm sorry, his right foot, you will get pushed back a little bit when he does the step back, and that will put you out of range of the knife, or at the very least, far enough away that if you step back, you'll be safe. But on the one where he killed me prior to this one, I was close to his back foot, and I think in that case the step back exactly puts me in the arc of his knife. Thank you, Shot. I appreciate that. You're taking over. Oh, Chubby is back here too to ritually humiliate me. Very good, very good. I was just telling Cheerio earlier that I feel like chat has been derelict in its duty to haze me adequately. So I'm glad that there are more people picking up the slack here. Yeah, he is kind. Yeah, his speed and his aggression does make him feel a lot more like a Bloodborne boss. I don't mind it. This fight is probably the one that has improved in my esteem the most since I started playing the game. Oh shit. Ah, oh, damn. Get that haze. What the fuck? Up, okay. Oh, haze hype. Oh, okay. Alright, I guess I gotta have my glasses on here. Gosh. So yeah, I will probably be reaching out to commission my first set of emotes at the end of this week. I might even do it Friday night after stream. I do still have to see if anyone wants to try to claim any of the festival rewards related to emotes. But for, you know, if you don't know what that means, you'll have to check the Discord for that. But I have some ideas of what the first few will be. Because of who's going to do them and their pricing, the first set, see, there we go. You can hit him with a fully charged heavy in that attack. Ooh, this is good. I gotta watch out for the rocks, though. Okay. That was a very lucky set of patterns. I don't think I can really count on that going forward, though. Ooh. Okay. Damn. There we are. Okay, phase 2. Alright, Malekith, do your worst. Oh. Okay, well, I guess that is... Oh, why do I do that? Oh, man. Every time. Every time. I mean, none of you were watching for the heyday of the... Oh, thank you, Azure. I'm glad, or Venom. I'm sorry, you said Venom. Thank you, Venom. I'm glad none of you were there for the heyday of the Godskin duo fight, where I would routinely say that I'm happy with something I just did, and then immediately get killed. Truly a humiliating exercise that was. Mind you, that was the fight where I picked up one of my worst habits. So, you know, I have a pretty standard stream setup where I have the game playing on my main monitor, and then I have OBS on my second monitor, which is off to the left. Oh darn. And picture lectures, what? Picture, oh. Hey, Prideful. Or PJ, how are you doing? I'm gonna get this art done during your stream. It's gonna happen. Okie dokie. Now, PJ was there for the heyday of the Godskin Duo stream. Oh, well, you know what? There's nothing more inspiring for art than watching a man get killed over and over and over again. I've been told anyway. But, so during the Godskin Duo, I developed this very, very bad habit of looking off to my left at OBS to read chat, and then instead of returning my eye to the screen that's in front of my face to play the game, I would simply look further down in OBS to where the game was. And so I'd end up playing the game through OBS, which is bad because the screen is tiny. It's like tablet size view of the game. And also, it has a very slight delay relative to the actual game. And it was such a bad habit that I was, on at least one stream, I think I did about a third of my polls of the boss looking at OBS. And oh man, that is not a habit I would advise anyone get into for a game that requires precision. But I should also point out, folks, if you are not doing so already, do follow Prideful Jam. Prideful, aka PJ, aka Jammy, aka Prideful, is also a streamer. There is. Unfortunately, I feel like I cannot have that, or I will never not look at chat. It's kind of my saving grace that I don't have it on my screen. Who does not slammy controlies? Oh no. Is that grandma rage coming through? So, disregarding what our friend PJ has just told us, if you like cozy, chill streams that don't genuinely involve a lot of murder, I would recommend you have a watch of Jam. Oh my god. I don't know how I lived through that. Oh dear. Oh, this is not good. We're getting some weird shit happening here, and I don't like it. Oh, whiff. There we go. No, Distorted is constantly saying I slammy my controlies, which is false. Ooh, I found an itty-bitty streamer the other day. I gotta go say hi to them. Yes, indeed, please go, give a pat on the back to the small ones. Oh, thank you, Azure. Oh, thank you, Venom. I will remember this. Who is Distorted? Do I know them? Are they one of your big chatters? I'm sorry, PJ. I have, for the last couple of weeks, only really managed to be able to lurk your streams. I haven't been a good lad and chatted for you. Whoa, God. Oh, there we go. There's a jump attack. Alright. Oh, wow. Okay. jump attack and a fully charged heavy is enough to stagger him. That's interesting. And he doesn't have iframes right after it. Oh, shit. Someone got a little spicy. Bad dog. Oh, shit. You know, I know that a lot of people talk about Blythe as being the sort of sexy wolfman of this game, but I know that anyone who says Blythe is the real one in this game is a fake fan, because they're all forgetting about Malekith. But I think that's because Malekith is much more the wolf than the man. Alas. There is another sexy animal man in this game, but you only get to see him for 1 second before he is abruptly murdered. And we will get to see that guy on stream at some point. Alright. Okay, good so far. Kind of don't want to stagger him too early, because I want the stagger to be my route into phase 2. Ah, damn it. Oh my god, how long have I been muted? Oh god, another really bad bit of scuff. I haven't heard you talk. Oh my god. Oh no, not again. Well, common furrow scuff. Yeah. Jesus H. Okay. I wonder what because I can't remember the last time I muted. I don't, it's probably been quite a bit. Oh, I've been rambling so much about the lore. I was wondering why no one was saying anything about it, and it's because no one could fucking hear me. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. It's going to take me a minute to recover from the embarrassment of that. But in the meantime, let me repeat one thing. Hello, Nyx Nightshade. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good evening so far. How's your day? I hope you like watching me get repeatedly killed by this boss, because I think that's kind of a lot of what we're going to get tonight. It's okay. It does happen. It does, and longtime viewers will know it happens really more than should be appropriate. So this is now, I think, the 4th time that it's happened for longer than a couple of seconds, so maybe I need to change my process a little bit. I can move the audio mixer up so it's right beside chat. So hopefully that will allow me to see immediately that I am muted. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that a little bit. Oh, I didn't know I could just charge past that attack. That's fun. Gosh, gosh. And hey, Hammer, welcome in. How are you doing, man? Okay, we're gonna stagger him, I think, on the next hit, which will be good. Aw, well, we would have if I hadn't died. Well, now it's time to ritually humiliate me. Folks who haven't been here in a little while, having a lovely night. I've never seen anyone fight this boss, so I'm locked in. Well, that's very exciting. Okay, if you've never seen anyone fight this boss, I will watch the Phase 2 transition cinematic next time I get to Phase 2. Just so you can see a little bit of what's going on. But for context, for those who are new, I think Hammer has heard me say this before, but if you're just joining us, this is the boss that I feared the most in the Rune Level 1 playthrough. That's all of the factors that make it a very difficult fight. Really aggressive, lots of patterns that are hard to dodge, lots of attacks that come out very quickly, just everything that you would need for a fight to be absolutely brutal for Rune Level 1. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get killed here. Holy shit. Whoa, okay. I mean, this one could be a 4 or a 5 streamer. This one's gonna be as bad as the Godskin duo, I think. It's So the one saving grace with this boss is that he's really, really easy to stagger. He has no posture at all. So I think the trick to this fight is going to be cracking a way to get like 4 good hits on him reliably right at the start of Phase 1, which will stagger him. And from the handful of Phase 2 pulls we've had so far, if you stagger him and then riposte, you will both bleed and frostbite him almost immediately, which will leave you 1 hit from Phase 2. So if we can nail that pattern down, we can get into Phase 2 with some regularity. The problem with Phase 2 is that there are 2 big AoE attacks that I have no idea how to dodge. Oh. So if Phase 2 is going to be the wall here, I think, as opposed to Phase 1, which is a little unusual. Nyx, I'm gonna try real hard to get to Phase 2 just for you. Okay. So 90% of the time while I was blathering on while muted there, I was talking about the lore of this boss. So allow me to swallow my pride and repeat all of that, because damn, that's embarrassing stuff here. Anyway, okay, so um, this boss, the Beast Clergyman, who you actually meet early in the game by the name Grunk, his real name is Malekith, is the Beast Guardian to the Queen of the Lands Between and vessel of the god, the the Greater Will. That queen is Marika, so he's Marika's guardian beast. Aw, oh, darn. Yeah, that was bad positioning on my part. Now, Malekith was placed in that role as protector by the Greater Will. So he is, in effect, the bodyguard of Marika, but he's also there to spy on her and to observe her. So just keep that in mind if you're ever in a situation where your boss gives you a bodyguard. That person is not just there to protect you, that person is there to observe you too. Okay. Now, we know of at least one other guardian beast in the game, and his name is Blaidd. Blaidd is the former guardian beast to Ranni, who was one of the 3 demigods who had the potential to replace Marika as the vessel of the Greater Will. But of course, Ranni rejected this completely, and in fact, is responsible for the whole kind of fucked up situation in the world right now. Sort of thing. Oh, did I wait too long? Oh, I waited too long and lost the riposte. That's dumb. Dumb. I gotta stop getting greedy with that. His riposte timer is not forgiving. This isn't like Placiduous Axe where you can get a free hit in. You gotta execute immediately here. But the thing about these guardian beasts is that, yes, they're there to protect their charges from whatever danger they might encounter, but they are also there to put them down if things should ever go too wrong. And Marika, and Ranni too, have both blasphemed the Golden Order and the Greater Will through... Oh shit, I forgot to flask before I went in. So their beast servants should hypothetically have attacked them and tried to kill them. Now, this is a more serious problem for Blaidd. If you do Ranni's quest line, Blaidd will eventually go mad and attack you because he hasn't fully broken free from the Greater Will's control. So he unfortunately can't achieve any sort of independence, unlike Malekith here. Now, the question then is, well, if Blaidd couldn't, why could Malekith continue to help Marika even though he has seemingly perfect awareness that she has done something incredibly heretical? And the answer is, who the fuck knows? That it's kind of an unclear point in the lore. But the fact remains that he remains here at Marika's behest to protect the Rune of Destined Death, otherwise known in shorthand as Destined Death. If you have completed his side quest before you get here, which I have not, he will tell you this in the cinematic that plays only the first time you zone into the boss arena. So I can't show it to you anymore, I'm afraid. But once you kill him, you gain access to Destined Death. Hey, Axe. Yeah, what is going on, man? Why are you not asleep? You missed some really classic, atrocious furrow scuff. Oh, darn. Okay. Yeah, it was a real classic one for me. I muted to cough and forgot to unmute. Well, welcome back. For a short bit, anyway. Well, we're all here for a good time, not a long time, so welcome in. So, in short, we are fighting Malekith here for the ability to seize control of the Rune of Destined Death, and we need that because we need the power to kill a god. Because we need to kill Marika. So, that's why he fights us, because we need this power in order to kill the person he is supposed to protect at all costs. Yeah. Oh, darn. Sorry, I was so distracted by that Marika joke that I let him stab me directly in the chest. See, that was Axe's fault, okay? Not mine. Not mine. As far, yeah, other plans forthcoming. Friday's stream this week. Chicago is in Marika, yeah. I guess Far Mazla is kind of Chicago because it's pretty windy here, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Friday we will play. I think we're gonna try a demo on Friday. I don't usually like to play demos, but I found this game recently called Necro Fugitive, which I think is extremely my shit. I'm here. I am trying, Nix. I am really trying. We almost got there on the last pull. Oh, he just has to stop throwing rocks at me. Actually had a couple good, like, chains of phase 2 pulls right before you got here. Oh, I lived. Okay. Oh, I didn't live. Okay. So we'll play the Necro Fugitive demo. I've heard that it's about an hour, and once we're done that, we'll go back to Lamentum, which I'm told has... we're actually not that far from the end of Lamentum, so we might finish it on Friday. And then I don't have another game lined up to do after that. I mean, we could go back to Homicipher. Homicipher is my backup if we finish Lamentum on Friday. Other than that, I have a couple of games in my back pocket. We can always go back to Dusk. And I did pick up a game called Butcher's Creek, which seems to be a kind of similar theme to Dusk. But I'm still scouring the internet for more good body horror games. Yeah. Oh, come on now. Oh, God, this is... I'm doing worse now than I was an hour ago. This is dismal. Dismal. Thank you, Chubby. Thank you. I do better when people make fun of me, okay? This is the torturous truth of my being. Yes. Yes, I'm afraid so. Were you not here when I was telling chat how disappointed I am that they're not fulfilling their contractual duty to haze me? Yeah, man, that's what you're here for. Do you think you're getting all this for free? You're supposed to mock me and deride me for my top-tier gameplay here. Why do you think I gave you all an emote for when I fuck up? Oh man, that is uniquely embarrassing. Yeah. It is true, Chubby. The secret to any boss fight in this game is to reduce their health bar to 0 before yours does. And I'm afraid that this simple mantra has not yet guided my mind to the path of victory. The temptations of distraction continue to assail me. I'm afraid I simply haven't the focus to set them aside. Having said that, there's a streamer that I watch on occasion because I find her quite funny, but only in short bursts, who I watched a bit of on a work break today, and she was playing Elden Ring, and I watched her die like 15 times to one of the bird tree. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm not going to say, because I'm making fun of her with this. I watched her die like 15 times to an Erd Tree avatar, and I felt better about myself after that. I no longer felt like I am doing quite such a shit job. I guess at some point you just kind of forget that that some people struggle to dodge at all, and that being in a situation where you have to execute absolutely flawless gameplay against one of the most difficult bosses in the game is maybe not the best metric for, like, are you reasonably decent at this game? I am taking the piss, in fact. Okay, back up. Okay, that's a good hit. Heavy. Dodge. Okay, good. Good pattern so far. That's another good one for us. We can get a heavy in. I don't have an opening behind him. That's a shame. Okay, so we wait. He usually throws rocks after this. Not this time, though. Bad position. Okay. Forward. Can get a hit on after that. Okay, he's in the vicinity of a stagger. If we get a solid hit on him, which I don't think we're going to at this rate. What are you going to do here? Oh, okay. Oh, darn it. Okay. Your SO is British. I'm trying so hard to get good, man. But the good is just at the edge of my fingertips here, right? I'm reaching out. I'm sliding down the mountain of bad. And I can feel the yawning abyss, the glacial crevasse below my feet. And I know that if I can just get some grip, I will have all the good I need, but oh man, it's it's not. Yes, you may post that. Wait, which emote? Look, just go ahead. Is it a piss boy emote? Is that what you're about to do to me? I don't know that I do, but go ahead. Oh, that one. Oh, I should have known it was that one. For God's sake. Oh, I almost just called myself by my real name there too. You can tell this is embarrassing me. Oh no. Oh God. Oh, it's a. Why are you jorking it to me getting killed by Malekith? What is going on here? Is this what young people like these days? You're jorking it because he's a clergyman? Oh, I see. This is a biblical wank. Gotcha. Parable of the wanker. Yeah. I'm tired, man. Okay. Is that what you do when you're tired? You go into random chats and wank? Or just my chat? Oh, brother, our brains always do things. You're gonna have to do better than that. My brain does all sorts of stupid shit, but in my defense, I'm doing it. Oh, there we go. Oh, fuck. Okay. So the thing about that attack is that it makes rock go up. And the thing about rock going up is that eventually rock must go down too. And if you forget that, like I did, sometimes the second half of that attack will ruin your day. Stoned gravity is 9.8 meters per second. Yes, thank you. That's a velocity. It needs to be meters per second squared, brother, for it to be an acceleration, which I believe is the correct characterization of gravity. That's fucking right, it's truth. I might be a book boy, but occasionally I remember something from my past. Yeah, blame the fatigue. That's, I mean, it's fair, man. That's how... I'm very good at blaming things other than myself for why these bosses kill me all the fucking time. Oh, why didn't I manage to tag him there? Yeah, I took that class like 5 months ago and got a B. Hey. B's get degrees, man. Oh, whoa, okay. Didn't think I would survive that. Oh, god damn it. Oh, not again. I must confess, Axe, I won't be making a version of that for me. But I won't stop you from using it. Is it? Is it? Is it the last one for tonight? Or just the last one forever? Okay, that's what I figured. So I get to look forward to seeing it again. Some other day. Okay. Yes, here? Okay, alright. Max, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? I mean, thank you so much for the gift. The 5 gifties. That's no, you don't have to say sorry. I'm not mad. I'm teasing. This is what I want. I want chat to haze me, and I want to bite back sometimes. That's what I'm here for. But you know, thank you. It's very kind of you. It's very generous. You've given me a lot of gifted subs, man. And I hope one day I can repay the favor. There's at least one person there who I do not, 2 people who I do not recognize at all. So we will have to see if we get any shocked people popping into stream. Yes, that is true. I agree in principle, although I would say, Axe, I have received so much more help from you than I have given back. I'm trying consciously to not be quite so awkward about gifties and the like, but in time. Oh, for pity's sake. For pity. Okay. I need to, like, take a moment and do a mantra, because my gameplay has decayed by, like, 50% in the last 45 minutes. I trust that you'll pay it forward at some point, Furrow. You give that 5. Well, that's very kind of you to say. I will try. I will try. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to clear my throat without muting the mic, because I fear terribly that I'm going to mute myself again and forget to turn it off. Okay. Burrow, you can do this. You can get a pull to Phase 2, so you can show Nyx Nightshade what Phase 2 looks like, and why you fear it so much. You can do this. Oh, we're getting the charge pattern here. Okay, so the mantra didn't work. In fact, arguably the mantra made it way worse. So I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to just try to focus. Oh shit, we've got a hype train too. Oh, that's because of the gifties. Okay. I don't know how I didn't notice that. Thank you, Nyx. Thank you. Glad someone is there to keep me humble. Since, you know, all of the dying and defeat and failure isn't doing it. Yet what? Yeah, oh, I see. Oh, that's embarrassing. I got owned so hard they put my runes outside of the boss room. Oh, that's not good. It's Miyazaki telling me that maybe I should play a different game. Okay. Oh, really? Okay. Can't believe I whiffed that one, though. Okay. Need to focus up here. Get heavy on that one. Dodge the riposte. Dodge that. Dodge that. And that. Okay. Space. Rocks. That's easy. Okay. No, we don't want to close on that. There, we can Take an attack on that one, though. Yep. Touch that. Okay. Close on this one. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, we lived, though. Somehow. What's that? Okay. Aw, got greedy. Shouldn't have tried to hit him twice in the butt. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nyx Nightshade gave 5 gifted sub. Holy shit. Nyx, thank you very kindly for the gifties. That's very generous of you. Someone who is... Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you for the gifties, friend. I will one day pay it back to you too. Oh, we broke the hype train record. We got to level 80% of level 3. Let's see, who got gifties here? Let's see. Smormus, I know Smormus. Nebula, Hedgewitch, Rootier, Pulsey, and Koizetsu. Well, I guess we're getting sort of random ones now because I don't recognize the 4. And I don't have that many chatters at this point, so I'm curious to see if any of these folks drop by. Whoop. Okay, mind the falling rocks. Oop. Okay, rocks getting flung at us. Oop, okay. Okay. How did I... Oh my goodness. Max gifted a sub to Flash Jordan 618. Well, thank you for another... Thank you for another gifty, Axe. Oh, we've pushed it to level 4. Incredible. Thank you. Thank you, both of you. I don't know what I've what I've done to merit a hype train. All I've been doing is getting killed by this boss and like grumbling into the microphone. But I'm happy both of you decided to join me tonight. I'll keep doing it. And I promise I will get this boss to level 2. Phase 2. I swear to God. I'm gonna have to take an ad break in about 10 minutes here. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. The thing is right before you got here, we had like 4 pulls in a row that got to level phase 2. And I don't know what has gone wrong in my brain. Oop, okay. Jesus. Goodness gracious. Okay. Phase 2, phase 2, phase 2. You can do this. I got a phase 2 pull like 20 minutes into stream, and I couldn't believe it. And I got, I think, 4 or 5 more before the first break. And then Nyx showed up and I've just lost my absolute fucking mind here. Can't lock in Axe, I'm sorry. But don't forget to do your ritual humiliations, okay? Okay, here we go. Oh, darn it. Dodged a little too early on that one. It's a little too early. Gosh. Okay, well, we'll keep at it. Sadly, I wish I had more lore to dump about this boss, but there's really not that much. Oh, You can't be mean? Are you sure about that, young man? I don't think that's true. Mostly. Okay. Why? Why can't you be mean? You'd have to do terrible stuff. I am ordering you to be mean, Axe. That's what I want. Oh. What? Oh, for God's sake. Careful, I might gift more. Is that how it works? Is I order you to do mean things, and then you just give me gifties? Thank you, Chubby. I appreciate you. See, that's all you need to do to be mean. Just do what Chubby did. Do what Nyx did. I gave that emote so that people could rub salt in my many, 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 many wounds. I am thinking, though, that I might get, like, a pair of emotes commissioned that separate the words out. Because I think that will look a little better in chat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How many wounds can I have as a painting? How many wounds have you seen me take? That many. Plus a few streams more. Hype train complete at 4%, level 4, 5% completion. Your community contributed a total of 11 gift subs and 120 bits. Holy shit. That's incredible. I didn't think this stream of all streams would set the hype train record. Conductor of the poop train, yeah. that's the exact kind of train this stream would have. I generally, as a rule, don't really like Final Fantasy games, but yeah, it is micro. I do like that the one Final Fantasy game that I've played had an evil train in it, and that I think that's cool. I should say the only Final Fantasy game I've played is 8. Come on, dude. Oh. Okay, okay. Mantras aren't working. I need to think about what I'm doing wrong here. I think I had a series of good pulls because I was using heavy attacks and seizing openings. Now, some of his patterns haven't been good, but I need to refocus on using heavy attacks to get that early stagger so that we can hit him, trigger bleed and frost, and get a burst of damage that takes us into phase 2 quickly. If I can figure out how to dodge those 2 AoE attacks he does in phase 2, this fight will be easy. But the problem is those 2 attacks are really fucking hard to dodge, and it's really hard to get practice in. Oh, fucking hell. There we go, that's a good heavy attack. Come on now. Stop standing there and throwing rocks at me. Oh, that's... No openings behind him. Let's run away. Don't get hit by falling rocks. Oh, that's a Super Mario 64 star, isn't it? Don't get hit by falling rocks. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's actually a good opportunity. Fuck. Okay, never mind. I have played 0 of them, never had a PS5 growing up. Okay, well I guess I feel a little less alone now. My favorite Desperate Furrow cope is when he starts to overanalyze the boss fight. Is it overanalyzing it if I'm right? Is it? I don't think it is overanalyzing it. I'm trying to excavate my mistakes from the mountain of shit I'm piling up here. Otherwise, I'm just going in on vibes alone, and that's no way to overcome a challenge. Oh, I guess I have a hype chest to open, don't I? At least that's what OBS is telling me. We got that. Okay, let's see. More like he's repeating the same things he's doing. Yeah, well, the analysis is one thing. The execution is another. I don't know if Hammer's here, but Hammer was definitely here when I don't know if he's here now, but he was definitely here when I explained my Ultra Instinct theory of how I win fights, which is that because at my core, I'm not actually a gameplay streamer, I'm a yapping streamer who has the game sort of as a background, and I've just idiotically chosen a very difficult game to have that. I don't really... I can't beat fights by analyzing them in the moment like some people have because I'm constantly splitting my focus. Okay, we're gonna have one more pull and then we have to go for an ad break, as OBS is telling me. So essentially, I beat a boss fight when I learn it well enough that I don't have to think about the dodge timings or the dodge windows. So it's just a matter of practice, practice, practice until everything is second nature to me, and I don't have to focus on it in order to beat it. Vibes is how you play the game when you have no skills. Yeah, I agree with Axe here. Gotta give yourself some credit. The only person allowed to say that shit here is me. Okay, are you me? I don't think so. Okay. Early stagger, okay. Yeah, basically I have to develop gamer muscle memory. Good. Bad. Oh shit. Fucking goddamn. Okay. Oh god. I was almost there. I was almost there, I swear to god. If one more hit would have put him into phase 2. And it is true, Nix. I have not seen you play a Souls-like. Okay, we're gonna take the opportunity here to pause for an ad break because we won't have enough time and I don't want an ad playing over the boss fight. So I'm just gonna stick us on to the BRB screen here. Yeah, I would also like to watch, so let us know. Let us know. Okay, I'm gonna send us into the ad break here momentarily, and I will see you all in 3 minutes. Take an opportunity to get some food, get some water, and have a stretch. See y'all in a bit. Alrighty, folks, we're gonna get right back into it here. Okay, new stream goal. Get into phase 2 at least once, because holy fucking shit. Go figure that I would assure someone I would show them phase 2, and then become fully and completely unable to execute a phase 2 transition. We'll make it happen. I don't know how, but we'll make it happen. Yeah, you can do some really slick stuff with this if you get the item that lets you parry his phase 2 attacks. Okay. Ooh. I flinched IRL doing that dodge. Oh god. There's not many things that I would really want to change about this fight. I think the only thing really that I dislike about it is the step back into the point blank stone throw. I would maybe, like, if they want to have that, it should just be like his backflip and then throw, because that puts some distance into it where it gives you a little more response. Right now, because the distance that he steps back is basically sweet spotting you with the stones. Oh dear. Come on. I'm dodging too early is the problem. At least I think that's the problem. I don't know. I don't trust my own judgment anymore. Okay. Wait, am I muted? No. Yes. No, I'm not muted. Okay. I think I'm not muted. Testing, test. Yeah, no, I'm not muted. Okay. I'm going to be paranoid about that now. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, your reward was that I immediately cleared my throat into the mic. Alrighty. Yeah, this particular room was not originally made in honor of, like, the Greater Will or the Elden Beast or any of that. As you can see, the pillars, if you watch them, have the bodies of beastmen cemented into them, which would suggest that, you know, this place was originally as you know, most of Farum Azula was, a site of worship for the followers of the Crucible, which was an Elden god, or, sorry, the Crucible was the sort of physical symbol of an Elden god who preceded the Greater Will, and, you know, just as the Erd Tree is in some way the manifestation of the Greater Will's power in the lands between. Oh, so close. I can't believe I didn't stagger him there. We unfortunately don't really know anything about the outer god whose power was manifested in the Crucible, other than that we have some evidence from the timelines, as the lore people tell me, that Dragon Lord Placidius Axe might have been the consort to the vessel of that god, aka, which we know because Placidius Axe was himself an Elden Lord at some point. But, you know, we are having this desperate battle to unlock a heretical power sealed in a temple that doesn't even belong to the god that claimed it, and has been forgotten by the god who built it, or for whom it was built. Ooh, okay. Running out of stamina here. Whoa. Alright. I gotta hold those dodges for like a beat on some of these attacks. Well, maybe not that one. Well, no, actually I did dodge early on that one. Problem is that this boss specifically is very difficult to play aggressively against because of how mobile he is. And he himself also plays very aggressively. So Fortisax, for example, is hard to play aggressively against because of how much area denial she can do, and because of how much she moves around the arena. You pretty much can only react to the openings that she gives you if you're doing this fight on rune level 1. I mean, it's a different story if you're doing it at 150. This guy, you can't be aggressive against because he attacks faster than you. So you have to know his openings and use those reactively because you just don't have a choice otherwise. That is a hard awakening for a lot of players who have tried to trade with bosses because he also hits really fucking hard. And this will get even worse in Phase 2. Okay, Nyx, I hope you're watching. This might be it. Nope. Gotta survive one more hit on him. There we go. Phase 2. Okay, I'll let you watch the cinematic.
Oh, death. Become my blade once more.
Oh yeah. So that sword right there, that sword is currently holding the power of destined death within it. And that's what we are here to take. Now, this is a fairly sort of classic example of FromSoft boss design where the boss has a lot of really flashy attacks that look really scary but aren't actually that difficult to deal with. Like, okay, so that attack that he just did right there, where he plunged his sword into the ground, that is one of the 2 attacks that he can do that I have not yet figured out how to dodge. There's another, he can combo into that attack from a couple different attack patterns. So I really, like, Phase 2 will become possible once I can figure out how to consistently dodge that attack specifically. That is only because of the attack pattern he used to open. So there's a couple of things that make Phase 2, like, functionally speaking, is a different fight. You know, the 2 bosses are basically fully different, but just stuck together. Oh, God. So, Phase 2, he has lots of attacks that move him really far around the arena. And he only did it once in that pull, but he can do it a lot. is jump up onto the pillars and sling fire at you. He didn't actually do any of the fire attacks off of the top of the pillar on that one, but normally I would say that was a bit of an unusual opener, I think, because I ran to the pillar without thinking. But usually what he does is he does a couple of attacks at your general direction, and then leaps onto the pillar, and then jumps into the air and starts slinging fire at you. And the slinging fire attacks are scary, and they are big and flashy, but they're not actually that hard to dodge. And then he lands and he has a big opening. So I don't really fear those attacks. It's the combos that he can do on the ground that I am afraid of. And most of them are actually pretty easy to deal with because he doesn't have those really fast knife combos anymore. And it's those knife combos and the backstep into stones that kill me a lot. But that sword plunge puts a huge delayed AoE out. And it's kind of awkwardly placed. It is more in front of him than centered on him, but it also extends a little bit behind him. And several different combos he can do end with that attack. So it is really quite central to figuring out. I don't really think it's... oh god. It's possible to have a pull of that fight in Phase 2 and not get that attack at least once. Oh, hey, Daikon. How's it going, man? We are working on Malekith the Black Blade. The fight I feared the most in this game, in this playthrough. It literally is all uphill from here. There is no fight I think will be harder than this one. Even Millennia, I don't think will be harder than this. I could parry Millennia. I don't know if I want to do that, but that would be, for me, not as difficult as the dodge kill. Did I say it's all uphill? Oh fuck. It's well, I meant it's all uphill in terms of it all gets better, like it all goes up from here. I guess I fucked up my metaphors there, didn't I? What is the clergyman's relationship to all that? All what? I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me, Nix. You are correct. All of the bosses after this will be easier. Oh, I see. Yes, yes. Well, as Axe said earlier, it is my cross to bear. We got a hype train earlier today. Like, what, half an hour ago? Oh, I forgot to flask. God damn. Oh my god. Well, what I will say, and, you know, maybe this will be a comment that will come to haunt me, is I haven't yet died by falling off the edge of this boss fight. I understood, yeah, it did make me pause. Well, you know what, I guess if I make one person think once because of I said something so baffling and weird, then I guess I have had a successful stream. Oh. But, yeah, so the thing, we have a route forward here in that I know there is a quick path to Phase 2. Because we've seen it happen. When we get to Phase 2, it usually happens quite quickly. I just need to get more consistent and make fewer stupid mistakes in Phase 1 like that. because it, it only takes like 2 good heavy attacks and 1 light attack to stagger him. Once we stagger him, it's not hard to get him into phase 2, because we usually trigger bleed and frost around the same amount. In terms of larger strategic decisions, there is another option here. Now, the weapon that I'm carrying right now, the Great Stars, this does striking damage, which is Elden Ring's version of bludgeoning damage, despite the fact that it's covered in spikes. I do have in my inventory a different weapon, though, that also does bleed damage, and that is the Flamberge, which is a great sword. It does less stamina damage, but it does slashing damage. And like all unarmored foes, Beast Clergyman, if I'm not mistaken, is weak to slashing damage. So, you might be thinking, but isn't he wearing armor under those clothes? And the answer is yes. And I don't know why he's still weak to slashing damage, despite the fact he's wearing armor under those clothes. But here we are. As for phase 2, I have no idea. What I will say is, if I'm not terribly mistaken, his posture is actually lower in phase 2. So he should hypothetically be even easier to stagger. And I've had some success in off-stream testing. You can sometimes get good attack patterns with him in phase 2 that give you a lot of time to get hits in before he does either of his attacks that I really struggle to dodge. So, the first step in the plan here is really just getting to some reasonable degree of consistency with phase 1. Because all we need really with phase 2 is just time to practice these difficult attacks that are hard to get to. Oh god. Because they're, they're in phase 2. All that said, I'm just glad I managed to get the cinematic on screen for you, Nix. And then, yeah, so we'll do this guy, and then I think probably what I will do is I will do the rest of the main game bosses. So after this guy, there's only 3 bosses left in the main progression of the storyline. There's Gideon Ofnir, who, like, honestly is a pushover in the main game, but or no, rune level 150. Oh god. He could genuinely be a difficult fight at rune level 1. I'm gonna get killed here. Nope, I'm gonna live. I'm gonna get killed. Okay, never mind. Why did I even speak? Why did I open my big fat mouth? World exists to humble me. So yeah, okay, Gideon Ofnir. I have no idea what to expect. I might kill him immediately. Yes, thank you. That is the way. Just have it preloaded. I mean, set it on a timer like every 3 minutes and it'll probably be fine. Gideon Ofnir, and then possibly my favorite fight in the game, which is Godfrey. And then we'll have the final boss fight, Radagon / the Elden Beast. And then, after I finish those ones, then it is the time to go back and go through the consecrated... Oh. Okay. I don't seem to be reacting correctly to him taking a step back. I guess I just gotta be a little more focused about when he dodges backwards. I've gotta also dodge backwards, or I won't have enough space to dodge the stones. Thank you, Daikon. Thank you. I was scolding chat earlier for their the dereliction of their one sacred duty here, which is to haze me. So I'm glad we're all pitching in. Alrighty, let's keep going. Oh dear, oh dear. Felt like I was going to sneeze for a second there. Oh, why did I do that? That's ludicrous misplay on my part. God. I mean, you've got to enhance the gameplay somehow. I will say there's also one other absolutely glorious improvement coming after this boss fight, which is that every fight after this has a respawn point right outside the door. So there won't be any long runbacks. I was calculating this at the beginning of stream, but every boss fight that I have been doing this year, basically, has had an atrocious run back, because I've done the Godskin Duo and Placidusax on stream, which have, between the two of them, the longest run backs in the game. And this guy, who has a fairly long one, but not as bad as Placid or the Duo. The last one that I did for one or more streams that had a short run back was Moog. And I was doing Moog at the beginning of the year. Oh, shit. Unfortunately, there is still one with a brutal run back in the future. But I'm delaying it because after we finish up Radagon, the Ragdoll. Well, I think of Fortisax as having a long one because you have to watch that slow fucking cinematic every time. Welcome back, Axe. This is, like... So, Moog, for example, you respawn basically right here, right? So you just walk over, Flask, and you're in. And, with the other bosses coming up, like Godfrey and Radagon, yeah, you're respawning, like, right outside the door. So you don't really have to, tediously walk all the way back every time. However, after we're done with Radagon, we have to go to the consecrated snowfield and fight Commander Neil in order to get the other half of the Halig Tree Medallion. God damn it. And that guy has, I think, if you actually measure it by time, the longest run back in the game. And that is another really, really hard fight. Oh, you know. I am going to fight Malenia. To the designated FBI agent listening to this stream, I have no intention to fight Melania. I will, however, be fighting Malenia. No, it's just the most annoying fucking name. You transpose those two letters so easily. I screw it up all the time in my own brain. Also, to our stream designated FBI agent, man, I'm sorry. I'll try to do better. Really? Okay. Safe spot here. Okay. Don't throw rocks at me. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but the pebbles, like the shotgun blast of rocks that he throws, doesn't always have the same timing. He can mix that up. It's fun, isn't it? See. Sometimes he throws them right away, and sometimes he jukes you a bit by holding onto them for a second. I respect it, but it also annoys me to no end. Oh, jeez. Well, you know what? I guess, is Commander Neil's run back shorter than Radahn's? Yeah. In fact, this place is the standard, like, after you beat Malekith, his boss arena is the standard place that you go to, like, take pictures of, like, outfits, if you're showing off your fashion sense in this game, because the lighting is so good. Yes, Commander Neil is a boss in this game, and a real nightmare. Raid from Rajanuzu. Welcome in, Raiders. Happy to see y'all tonight. Hope you've had a good stream. We're playing Rune Level 1 Elden Ring. Yeah, we were playing Rune Level 1 Elden Ring until that happened. How was stream, Rajan? How did it go? What were you playing? New Vegas. Oh, another very good game. Yeah, I've been watching a couple of Rajan's streams while I've been doing some grading lately. Yeah. Thank you, Tycon. Thank you for pointing that out. You didn't just miss Fortisax Omega, you missed Astal and the Regal Ancestor Spirit, too. And oh, and that is a difficult DLC, too, and you're playing it with enhanced difficulty also, if memory serves. Excuse me, sorry. But don't worry, Omega, I will be on this boss fight for probably another 2 weeks at minimum. Oh man. My brain is broken. I dodged that attack every single time this stream until the last pull. And now this one. Yeah, very hardcore. Unarmed on Honest Heart? Oh yeah, I guess you can do that DLC unarmed. Here, let me give you a shout out, brother. In the misty days of prior to late February 2022, the game that I used to play by default when I wanted to play a game and just didn't have anything special in mind was Fallout 4. And at some point in the past before that, it was Fallout New Vegas. So I would recommend anyone who likes to see people play difficult games and, you know, do well with them, go have a watch of Rajan's streams. Are you playing Fallout 4 tomorrow? Okay. Modded or playing vanilla Fallout? Which, oh god. To be clear, absolutely fine. Fallout 4 corrupted for some reason. Mad at it playing New Vegas. Oh yeah, fair enough, man. Heavy? Oh, come on. Yeah, well that's that legendary Bethesda reliability right there. Although I guess, you know, one of them is technically Obsidian. The first time I ever loaded up Fallout New Vegas, I got soft locked immediately trying to talk to, is it Doc Weathers, the guy you speak to at the beginning? And I didn't realize it. I thought I just had to, like, wait for him to do something. It was like when he gets you to look into a machine or something. And I ended up, okay, so I quit out of the game, restarted it, loaded up. That worked then on the second try, after I remade my character. And so then I stepped out of Doc Weathers' house, and the game crashed. So that was my experience of the first, like, hour of playing Fallout New Vegas. Shit. The Vigor Tester, yes. So soft locked on the Vigor Tester, and then hard crashed, stepping out of his house on the second try. Yeah, the MM playthrough. I think we're going to try a full vanilla playthrough when I let it out of the corner. Yes. I mean, you have inspired me, man. I kind of want to play a Fallout 4 modded playthrough on stream. Load up some difficulty mods. The problem is that whenever I interact with the settlement building minigame in Fallout 4, I want to uninstall the game. I just absolutely hate it. But I know also that Sim Settlements is infamously like a really good mod. I know that you can, when you have that mod set up, you can kind of like just get the settlements to play themselves if you really want to. So I might go with that. But it does feel like you're leaving a lot of the game out if you do. I'm also, I think, maybe the only person in the world who will, without irony, defend Fallout 4's story. Oh shit, the rocks come back down. Forgot. Oh, damn it. Guys, when rocks go up into the air, they come back down eventually. Yeah, me too. Either 100% ignore it or use sim settlements. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Yeah. Mayor Mama Murphy and let it run. Rocks go up, rocks come down. I die. Yes, yes. It's an acceleration now. Thank you, Axe. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's been I literally have not played Fallout 4 since Elden Ring released. So it might be time to go back. And actually, speaking of which, I haven't played through the Far Harbor DLC since the game released. So that might be a good opportunity too. Oh shit. Okay, I just saw someone got auto-modded. I'll have to look at that in a second when I inevitably die. Okay, well that was timely. Let's see. What did you do? What did you say to get that auto-modded, Rajan? Oh, I see. Okay, I'll allow that. The memory sequence. Oh, the memory yeah, the weird little digital like block-based minigame that you have to play inside what's his face's head. Yeah, it was something else. Yeah. I'll 3 guesses for everyone what it objected to in Rajan's message. Dima, yeah, that's his name, Dima. I've also never played Fallout 76, and I don't really want to, but I don't know, that might be a good for the memes thing. Problem is I don't want to spend money on that. So I will probably just never play it. What? Okay. Alright, alright, alright. What? Touch it? Touch what? No? 76 is fine now? Is it? Is it? I don't know. I haven't... I think it objected to saying for play. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. I got auto-modded in someone's stream earlier today. I was on a break from grading, and I was listening to someone watch an interview with Dr. Phil, and we in chat were talking about the phenomenon of genocide denial, and no one was getting auto-modded. And then I said, and I quote, "those fuckers," and that got auto-modded. So, you know. The auto mod is a imprecise tool. Let's put that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, run. No. Oh. Okay, we gotta watch out for falling rocks too. Ooh. Oh my god, how did we survive that? Okay. Phase 2. Phase 2. Phase 2. Come on. There we go. Okay. There's a bunch of new people in here who maybe haven't seen it, so I'm going to let the cinematic play out here. Oh god, good. The thing is that, as is tradition for me, I was actually doing pretty consistently in the first hour of stream. And then, as soon as people showed up and started talking, I lost my goddamn mind and forgot how to play the game. He is about to give himself the king of all manny pennies. Manny petties, sorry. I have seen you get bodied by geckos, man. Fucking pathetic rifle that you were trying to use to fight off those 4 geckos was something else. Geckos are really embarrassing to get killed by. I wish this one was for the furries, but unfortunately the Elden Ring community is full of fake furries who simp for Blythe instead of the real beastman, Malekith. Okay, let's see if we can get some of his cool attacks. Oh, fuck, I got killed by one of his cool attacks. Okay. I know that no one is going to believe me when I say this, okay? But those attacks where he jumps into the air and spins around and shoots crescents of fire at you, when I was doing pre-stream testing of this on a rune level 150 character, I could dodge those close to 100% of the time. This is the power of chat, right? You don't have streamer break. Okay, go get fucking bent. I will prove it eventually. I mean, the successful kill of this is going to involve me dodging like 40 of those because of how much health he has. Also, you motherfucker, you're older than me, Daikon. Yeah, you want to talk about old men. How, excuse me? Did you just call me Guro? Oh, Lord. I'm gonna... Furtive Guro. Oh, boy. That's going in there with the other awful nicknames I've been given. Furtive Follow and Fertile Fellow. Yeah. Daikon, do you not know what Guro is? I do call myself an old man all the time. Oh. Look up Guro. Don't look it up on image search first, okay? Are we clear? Where's the safe spot? Okay, there's rocks behind me, so I gotta be real careful here. Alright. Accident. Yeah, yeah, the Fertile Fellow one was quite, I forgot who called me that. I know Haku has called me, like, well, it's specifically, like, horror erotica of, like, extreme mutilation, I think. Yeah, only Google Guro at work. That's the best way to keep your home PC safe. Sorry, Nix. I'm sorry. Chat gets a little cursed towards the end of stream. PowerPoint loaded in on class on Friday, yeah. Teach your students how to do their own independent research by showing them how to learn about Guro. Ooh. Oh, did you also just learn tonight what that is? Nix, I'm sorry. It's an educational stream, but I never promised you would learn anything worthwhile, in fairness. Okay. Come on. I've mentioned that this boss is probably the one that has grown on me the most since the game. Will you just approach, for fuck's sake? And part of it is just like an appreciation. Oh, damn. I've come to appreciate how good the animations are and just how fluidly he moves around the arena. It really is, in its own way, a beautiful fight. As much as, you know, the lore surrounding this guy is that he feels debased and worthless because he failed in his task to, you know, make sure that Queen Marika didn't perform maximum heresy against the Golden Order. I must have chosen to turn safe search off for a very lightweight image. Well, I guess there are various weights, aren't there? Whoop, okay. Well, I mean, Piss Boy is its own creature, I suppose. Whoop. Yeah. Ah. The backhand is just, like, the backhand slash is so fucking rude. I mean, I deserve it every time. It's just exceptionally rude. Okay, what I will say is, of the two, I kind of feel like constantly talking about Guro in chat might be a TOS problem, whereas I think I can get away with Piss Boy. Status death? Where's that? Am I missing something? But yeah, the double swipe is a significant factor. Oh, damn it. Okay. So that big curling swipe is one of his biggest openings in this phase. I haven't quite perfected the positioning, but you get it right. There's time to get a fully charged heavy attack off on him during that attack. One of the descriptions of game things that shows up on the loading screen. Oh, okay. I can't recall what it is, but there's two things that it could be. There's Death Blight, which is usually represented as a kind of grayish or yellowish smoke. You would see that, or you'll remember that from the Fortisax fight. That's what all those clouds did. And if a full bar of Death Blight builds up on you, you just die. Okay. The other one might be the effect that this guy can actually put on you in Phase 2. Which is that, red and black fire, which reduces your maximum health while it's affecting you. Either of those could be status death. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I just have to, I don't know, we've had some pulls where we, like, get to Phase 2 inside of 30 seconds. And, of course, like, a Phase 2 pull that quickly requires really good luck with his opening sequence. But I do think that there's going to be a way to be consistent about it. Oh, shit. If you can get a charged heavy attack, like a fully charged heavy attack off on him, it only takes one light attack quickly thereafter to stagger him. And then, unlike a lot of bosses, he doesn't have iframes while he's recovering from a riposte, so you can smack him around 2 to 3 more times while he recovers from that. So, figuring out a way to get a quick stagger and leave yourself with enough stamina to maybe follow up on the riposte with another heavy attack is a good strat. I think probably thinking long term here, the winning approach is going to be to try to stagger him really, really quickly, but not maybe not stagger him directly into phase 2, because you want to also still be able to stagger him in phase 2. Whoops. That was a dumb decision. So, like 2 jumping attacks and a light attack will also do it as far as staggering him, and that is definitely doable quickly with the right opening sequence and the right quality of play, which you're not getting from me, that's for goddamn sure. So an opening with a quick stagger followed by a fairly clean couple of hits afterwards to push him through to the bleed proc and then on to phase 2 sets us up to get him to stagger after a couple of solid hits again in phase 2. However, phase 2 still has a couple of attacks that I do not yet understand how to avoid. So we'll just have to see. Every time. Okay. There's got to be a tell on that I'm missing. There's something I'm not seeing there. But, well, we'll keep practicing. This is, I don't know, probably just another aspect of my ultra instinct theory of how I beat bosses. Okay, it really is time for Axe to go to sleep. Good luck. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you for your generosity tonight and for joining us and for conducting the hype train tonight once again. What on earth? Oh, that's you hiding behind a bush. Okay. All right. Well, I feel threatened, which I guess is an interesting sense to leave your friend on, but oh, it's a lurk. Okay. Gotcha. I guess I won't feel threatened then. Oh, for pity's sake. Okay. It's for your protection. Alright, alright. I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Keeping an eye on me. Right, right. Yes, you get some rest. I know you've mentioned you've got a busy schedule in the next couple of days. You want to be on point for all those collabs you've got on the docket. Yes. Now, go the fuck to sleep. Alright, boss. We gotta sort our shit out. Okay. Oh. I gotta be able to capitalize more consistently on that big sweeping attack, because that is his biggest opening in phase 1. He actually has a pretty good number of sizable openings in phase 2. I cannot express to you how deeply the fact that he does not have his shit sorted out is a major cause of all of the problems this world is experiencing. What I will say is he's very good at killing me, but that's not a high bar. I die to quite a lot of things. It is unclear exactly why he has taken on the guys that he has. One of the theories that I've heard is that Malekith was an otherwise unremarkable beastman during the time that Placidusax's god ruled this land, and that when that god was deposed by the Greater Will, and when Placidusax was no longer Elden Lord, the Greater Will was looking for vessels to elevate to various positions, and it wanted someone to act as both bodyguard and potential executioner to its vessel, Queen Marika. And Malekith presumably was a preacher of this previous god and was in need of a new one, and the Greater Will was the current power of the land, so he switched sides. Hence, he is both, God's sake, Gronk, the beast clergyman, and also Malekith, the Black Blade. Is Elden Ring tied into Dark Souls, or is it its own thing? It's its own thing. Yeah. I mean, if you look hard enough, you'll find people trying to theorize that, like, Elden Ring is the painted world that's created at the end of the Dark Souls DLC. And also the, let's call it quote-unquote lore that is being set up for Night Rain would suggest that Dark Souls and Elden Ring share a universe, but I don't really know how seriously we can take Night Rain's story as a canon thing. I'm kind of prepared to not. Oh my god. What was going on? Am I just too tired? Is that what's going on here? Been up for too long. As for the painted world thing, I mean, it's... You know, I guess hypothetically you can't discount it, but you can't really prove it either. It's just the painted world leaves open the possibility of something else, and then Elden Ring could be a something else. Is there any reason to link them in this way other than that they're made by the same company and, you know, you find a lot of the same themes? I am inclined to not find that proposition all that persuasive. But you will definitely find that people have argued it. So I'll have to leave that one to you. Okay. So you can... There's a little hint that this guy is Malekith because he makes the metallic sounds when you smack him. You can hear the armor under the robes. And for, you know, just for reasons of experimenting with, oh, so it's one of those Tamriel is Fallout's future kind of things. I am not familiar with that theory. I mean, I am more familiar with a lot of the absolutely fucking batshit background lore in Elder Scrolls that doesn't usually make it into the game. Fortnite notes all across the pants between, yeah. Yeah, Fortnite and Trifinger. Like, for example, did you know, Rajan, that the Khajiit have been to the moon, and that they got there by just standing on top of one another's shoulders until they made a tower tall enough to reach the moon? Or that the Thalmor have the internet? Okay, this is not going too badly. Okay, here we go. I have a good pull here. We got an ad break in 4 minutes. Okay, I don't think we've actually procced bleed on him yet either. Oh. Okay, we're gonna not capitalize on that. Got a heal. Okay, that's a good pattern for us. Hit him again. Woo, okay. Don't see that attack from the front all that often. Oh. Oh, fascinating. Okay. I guess he too can get stuck in the pillars in a very annoying way. Alright. Alright. Phase 2 pull. So we're gonna do this phase 2. I'll probably die right away, as is tradition. And then we'll take a short ad break, and then probably do another 4 or 5 pulls, and then we'll call it a night.
Become my blade.
So we'll probably end stream in, I don't know, like 20 minutes, half an hour. Alright, we don't need to watch the whole cinematic again. Alright. I kind of want to prove that I am actually able to dodge... Oh, not this attack. Fuck. Okay, so that is one of the 2 attacks that I have really, really struggled to dodge in testing. What else did you expect, cat people? Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna pop the ad break early here, and then when I come back, we will continue this. Yes, continue this discussion. So I'm gonna set us over to the pause screen here, and then I'll be back in about 3 minutes. See you folks soon. Holy shit, welcome in Raiders from Sod Passion Gaming. Thank you for the raid, Sod. How was stream? What were you playing? How'd it go? There you are, folks. Let's join me in following Sod Passion Gaming. And let's get back to getting squashed absolutely fucking flat by Malekith here. But yes, welcome in, welcome in. How was your evening? on YouTube under the same name. Excellent. So folks can check out Sod Passion at their YouTube too. I've spent, for my part, this whole stream trying to figure out how to not get killed immediately by Malekith at rune level 1. Progress? Yeah, we've made some. We're getting to phase 2 on occasion. Played a lot of Cyberpunk 2077. Okay, okay. Another big game I have admittedly not really given a fair shake. I'm told it's much more playable now. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. But also, of course, if you got to raid and run, I understand, of course. Make sure you do your after stream self-care. I know I need to get up and walk around for like 10-15 minutes after stream just to decompress, so if you gotta bounce, I understand completely. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The list is far too long. You can only stream so many games, yeah. Would you recommend someone play Cyberpunk these days? I guess, you know, the other thing is I need to make sure I can run the damn thing. I understand it's fairly intensive. Oh, okay. Come on, Malekith. That's good. Oh. Okay, watch out for falling rocks. Oh, damn. For the most part, but people vary. Okay, okay. I tend in games kind of like Cyberpunk, so I'm thinking like Fallout and, well, Fallout mainly, but I guess also Elder Scrolls. Oh, that reminds me. People were talking about Elder Scrolls lore earlier. I tend to prefer to play like, I wouldn't say like pacifist builds, but I tend to like go for the technical skills, and maybe do like stealth if I can. Is it possible to do like pacifist playthroughs of Cyberpunk, or do you have to be a sort of fighty person to get through it? Streaming in 3-hour increments is great because I get to stream 3 hours a night, 3 to 4 times a week. Yeah, it's my same pattern here. Well, bonk. But at the same time, sometimes I feel like games take a long time to finish. Yeah, I hear you on that one, brother. To a point. Okay, so like the pacifist build is maybe practical but not great. 10 hours. God damn, that is a feat and a half, man. I start to lose my voice after like sometimes after 3 hours. The longest stream I have yet managed to do was about 5 hours, and I had to cut it off, not because I was tired, but because my voice was about to explode. Yeah. I think the problem for me is that my day job involves a lot of talking too. So, unfortunately, on days when I work, my voice is a little more strained. But yeah, I have been doing vocal warm-ups before stream since I think, when did I start? End of January? I don't know that they're very, oh god. Oh, how did I, okay. Miracle to survive the knife, but then reality to get killed by the rocks. I did a 12-hour a week or two ago, and the next day my throat was like, you fool of a took. Yeah. You considered warming up for Elden, god, fucking. Yeah, okay, I do warm up for Elden Ring, and the way that I do that is I take all of my clothes off, and I get a baseball bat, and I just do laps around my apartment. And to answer the question I know you asked, like, 400 years ago, Daikon, I cannot wear armor, because my stats are so low, I can't hold my weapon and have armor without, yeah, having a worse roll. I'll go down to medium or fat roll if I try to put any armor on. I guess if I went and did, like, Great Jar's Arsenal, I could maybe wear armor and still have weapons, but I really need all of those talisman slots, unfortunately, and I just don't think I'm going to get anything out of armor at this point. Different oh, well, no, I don't think so. I know you're managing your wardrobe. Yeah. I mean, there are... Technically, there is... okay, I can load into my testing character, and I can show you, I guess, what is technically your other choice for underwear in this game, but it doesn't really... It's not much, I have to say. Back in the day, I could do depraved Dark Souls runs. Tempted to try it again after watching you do this. I am amazed that anyone could watch this and be inspired to do anything other than install the game. So, other than uninstall the game. So, Rajan, I support you in this endeavor. Ooh, okay. Uh-huh. Don't worry, once I... I've been working on Dead by Daylight, too, so at some point in the future... Oh, I must away to make hot dogs. Have a great stream. Well, thank you for the raid, Sod. You know, take care of yourself. That's a goddamn long stream. And thank you for trusting your community with my little corner of the internet over here. I hope the people who watch you like watching people consistently abuse themselves, because, you know, that's what we're here for. Do they like watching me suffer? Guess you'll find out. The thong meta. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't have a lot of build diversity on that meta. You kind of got one choice. Since, me... so yes. Alright, well, fair enough. Hope you enjoy your hot dogs. Whoop. Okay. Heavy attack? Okay, let's just run away. Whoop. Okay, no. You... I will say, I know the VODs of the last couple of streams are not up yet, because I've been encountering this really annoying issue where YouTube will just, like, fail to upload the VOD. Or, like, even though I haven't had any issues with the internet, it's just YouTube is not taking the VODs. So I don't 100% know what to do about that. I mean, they are huge uploads, so I guess it makes sense that there might be issues with, like, a 10 gigabyte file. I do have them, but it just hasn't worked out in my favor yet. Whoa, okay. Come on, stagger. Nope, that was a mistake. Okay. Forgot I had a second dog and she scared the fuck out of me. I've had issues also. I think it's a them thing. What do you mean issues? Sorry. Oh, with uploads, yeah. Yeah, I'm also kind of reaching the point where I have, because I still have all of my VODs saved, and each of the VODs is like 8 to 12 gigabytes. I need to start deleting stuff. I'm gonna run out of space. So, I hope this issue gets resolved soon, because I need to start getting rid of stuff. Yeah, VODs on tape deck. Ooh, yeah. I mean, there's probably like a meta art project in there. Okay. That's right. Do that thing. Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, double whiff. That sucks. Oh, yeah, that was dumb. Should have just stayed in the opening spot. God, that would be a fun thing. What does he not want to part with? he does not want to part with destined death. So you'll note how his the little like seal that he has on his hand that he breaks when he transitions into phase 2, and then his sword like glows with that black red fire. That is him releasing the power of the rune of destined death. And it's because that rune has been removed from the Elden Ring that nothing can properly die in this world. But it's sort of holding the whole world in stasis. However, if destined death is released from here, it could also be used to kill Marika, and that's why we want it. So we kind of, from his point of view, we want the right thing, but for the wrong reasons. So we're the baddies. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, and unfortunately, I didn't do his quest line before we started the fight with him, so if you do his full side quest before you meet him up here, he will specifically ask you why you want it, because you've spent the whole of the quest line hearing from him about how everything he does in the lands between is effectively a penance for his failure to like stop Marika from releasing destined death and from allowing Godwyn to be killed. So this guy, he is the #1 hater of undead in the lands between, because he feels personally responsible for Godwyn being the way he is. So his followers go way out of their way to hunt and kill any undead they find. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Oh, shit. Yeah, there we go. That's a good pattern. Whoop, okay. Don't just throw rocks at me, tick. Get over here. Stop being a scaredy cat. Okay, well. Every guy, I should never be cocky. Should just never have any self-confidence at all. Get destroyed immediately. Every time. Every time. It just doesn't work for me. Okay, we're gonna do 3 more pulls, and then I think we will look at rating it. Yeah, he's a I mean, yeah, he came when I called. To my detriment, he listened. Someone else, I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly who said it, but someone else asked in chat right before we went for break if all of the really bizarre shit in the Elder Scrolls lore really counts because it was what's his face, like, you know, his I guess like fan fiction you might call it, and if it really counts as canon if it's never appeared in the games. And it's a tricky thing because some of this is stuff that he wrote to be in the games, but it got cut for whatever reason. Some of this stuff is like part of the background that he wrote and that informed the story that did actually make it in there. So, you know, it's kind of like a hidden or like obscured foundation. So should it, I don't know, like, should it count as canon? I guess if you want to define it very strictly, like, it's not, because it's not in the game. But you'd be hard-pressed to say that it hasn't affected the game. You know, it's just that all of the weirdest shit has been tamped down. I'm gonna crash. Have a good night, y'all. Hey, well, thank you for coming by, Rajan. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for bringing your folks my way. You have yourself a good evening, man. I will catch you another day. Wink. Smack. Dodge. Smack. Dodge. Down, smack. Dodge. Oh, I finally dodged the backhand. Okay. Smack. Good. Oh, that was a lucky dodge on my part. Double swipe. Get. Dodge that. Come on. Smack. Yep. Okay. Dodge. Smack. Okay. That's a dodgeable attack. Oh, come on. Alright. Alright. Fine. A lot of the stuff Michael wrote was just, like, weird for being weird, like Vivek Spear. Oh, okay, are you thinking about how... let's say how Vivek used his spear to fill Namira's scuttling void and created, I forget which other of the Daedric princesses, or princes rather. Like, yeah, a lot of it is weird for the sake of being weird, don't get me wrong. Like, I understand why a mid-level marketing executive might have looked at that and said, like, come on, dude, we can't put this in the game. Which is why I like, in turn, I have sympathy to the standpoint that you can't count it as canon if it's not in the game, which is fine by me. It's just, I also wonder if this is also a good example of why canon or not is maybe not always the most interesting way to think about the story for these things. Like, Elden Ring itself has a lot of good examples of this because of how much they changed the item descriptions from like the 1.0 like release night build. So I don't know if you have seen all of the videos, but I think both actually, well, I know Zully the Witch has some good videos on comparing item descriptions of the 1.0 stuff to the, like, the day one patch that changed a lot of it. And to this day, like, some people use information that was in the day one patch item descriptions that got removed to try to put together the lore. But are they wrong to do so now because it got removed? But it was in the game once. So is that, like, more canon than the Vivek Spear stuff? You know, maybe. But, like, what are we doing with canonness in that case? Oh, for God's sake. Okay. You know what? I think I'm getting a little too tired for this one. Oh, dear God. What did you clip, Nyx? What is this? What is this? Oh, that's right. I was going to show you Elden underwear before I go. Okay, one more pull, and then I will load up my test character. And we will look at other underwear options in the game, and then we will leave. Okay? So, for those of you who have, let's call it fashion interests, stick around for a sec after I get killed on this next pull. Nyx, what is that? What is it? The clip didn't work? Okay, well. I have a clip command too, by the way, ! Clip, which you are always, anyone can use. Oh, I hit his hand on the backswing. Okay. Oh, got rocks behind me. Can't dodge back. Okay. Not bad. Okay, okay. I'm glad he killed me before I finished saying the thing that I was going to say, which is, this is going pretty well so far. Okay. So just give me a sec here. I'm going to load up the old test build, and we will have a look at underwear options. Oh, okay. What is up with these random words in the clip? Like, I guess that's how they... I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I know that was how that one website that used to host explicitly or exclusively just GIFs used to like name them, but I didn't know that Twitch did that now. Okay, test build time. Let me bring us back here. Okay, so now we're going to learn about underwear options in Elden Ring. Okay, let's stand in the light a little bit. I'll go over here. Okay, there we go. So you don't really have like a lot, but there are some. So there's the soiled loincloth. Okay, I think I can wear this one on RL1. And then there's Egon's loincloth, which is really just boxers, right? With a skirt. There's the Ascetics ankle guards, which is a variation on the sacred thong. I guess there's technically this, but not really. Okay. And there's one more. Wait, do I not have gold masks stuff on here? Oh, no, I do. And then there's the golden thong option, okay, which you get from a holy prophet. Are they? Okay, I haven't played AC. I'm sorry. So yeah, those are your underwear options in Elden Ring. There is also the forbidden underwear, which will get you banned from the game if you go online with them in your inventory. Oh, and I guess Freya has... You can get Freya's underwear, too. And Mesmer's underwear. Yeah, so you remember Fia, right? We had to hug her to get into the Dream of the Dead God and kill Fortisax. This is technically... I guess it's Bloomers, right? Okay, so... in the earliest builds of the game, they included, in addition to her dress, which is an item you pick up from her, her dress here, right, and her hood. Okay, so Fia's outfit. They also had her underwear, which was called Deathbed Smalls. It was fully completed in the game. It was modeled. It had item description, everything, except they just removed it from the loot table, so you couldn't get it. But you could hack it in. So if you logged into the game with the Deathbed Smalls in your inventory, you got banned from online play for hacking. I'm pretty sure it is no longer in the game files, so you can't even cheat it in anymore. Yeah. Incredible, isn't it? Okay. All right. Well, I think on that note, we will call it an evening, since we have been going, I think, long enough, and I can feel my voice starting to go here. So we will read some credits, and then we'll go raid out somewhere. Doing Moog and ragdolling? Oh. Fascinating. Okay. Okay, so... my model is courtesy of Sagbast. The link in my About page will take you to his Instagram, but I found him through Fiverr. The overlays, panels, and alert graphics are from eTerrestrial, who I found on Etsy. The startup BRB and ending scenes are from Bizarre Beasties, also on Etsy. The opening music is Heavy Heart by Kevin MacLeod. The chatting and pause background music is an original composition by my friend, Haku Itaki. And the ending music that you are hearing now is Eternal Sleep by Darren Curtis. Thank you, folks, for joining me this evening. Please make sure you get yourself some water, get yourself some food, and if you have any medicine you need to take, please make sure you have taken it. I appreciate the time you've spent with me this evening, and I will hopefully see all of you again very soon. Let's have a look at who is online and who we can raid out to. Okay, Killian is online. That could be a good raid. Sky is on. Peacefire is on. How many have we got here? Okay. Okay, that's not too bad for a raid. We could raid someone. Sorry, I'm just taking a sec to look at my list here. Also haven't raided Reyna in a really long time. Oh, didn't we raid Reyna 2 or 3 weeks ago? Okay. Maybe let's raid. Let's raid the Black Cat. They're playing Monster Hunter, so you get to watch another fun difficult game. Okay. All right, folks, thank you for joining me this evening. We're gonna invalid username. What? Oh, I see. Okay. There we are. Yes, indeed, as the bot says, have a great rest of your day, folks. I will see you on Friday for Necro Fugitive and Lamentum. All right, everybody. Have yourselves a good evening.